From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. Freddie Freeman tries to keep pace in the National League batting race. First pitch is next. Pablo Lopez is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Now with the plate, Ender Inciarte. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Temperature at first pitch. There it is, 79 degrees as we get things started tonight. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Two and 2 the count. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, to see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He'll enter play here at 304. A dozen home runs, 56 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
The 1-1. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there, because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Inciarte stands at second with no outs. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, Dero. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and maybe potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
Popped up. Anderson in foul ground. And no one will track it down. And with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing the baseball.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully it's with the first two guys in the batting order.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. 19th home run for him on the season as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
That is fifth.
And the next in is Johan Camargo.
Camargo.
As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. A dozen home runs to go along with 52 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Hernandez is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Fastball well outside. Popped him up. Anderson is there for it. And that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Miami. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Mike Foltynewicz, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
At the plate, Alejandro Cortez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Alejandro Cortez.
Here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Albies picks it up, and that's the first out. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Striding in, Gorky Hernandez. His career line with Fultonavich, he's just 1 for 6. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Here it comes. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Acuna's there for it. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Adam Frazier batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball 1-0. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Neil Walker would be next. .30 pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Neil.
Here's Neil Walker, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. They trail it here 3-0. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Flowers on at first. Nobody out. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
The pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. From the stretch, bunt attempt is popped into foul ground, and he will make a quick basket catch behind the plate for the first out.
The center fielder.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ender Inciarte. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Frazier is under it. So stepping in, Nick Markakis. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. He's set, and the pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Bounce to first. Oh, and not fielded cleanly here by Walker. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way.
Batting
Hey,
fifth,
let's focus on Freddie
the third
Freeman,
baseman.
first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Into the box now, Brian Anderson. His career line with Foltynewicz, not great. He's 1 for 8. First offering on its way. This is in the air out to right field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
batting seventh,
Digging in now, Miguel Rojas is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
2 out, nobody on. Here's another 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Acuna giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Miami down in order, still down 3-0. So coming to the plate, Freddie Freeman 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 1-1. This is to right field and deep off the bat of Freeman. Gone! A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 21 for him on the season, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
The batter,
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now.
Junior.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. No outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he
Now
wants to
batting,
do is get on
the
base and
shortstop,
take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Johan Camargo. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Franks going back on it at the track, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Digging in to try it again. Ozzie Albies 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Albies with a 1-1 count now.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Sandy Alcantara is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Up next for Atlanta.
Standing in now, Tyler Flowers.
Tyler Flowers.
As he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. Comes in here right at 260. 14 homers and 46 driven in. And it's fouled away. Flowers, 33 years old. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 7.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch on its way. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. 3 runs already home here. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Braves lead it 6-0.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the 3rd, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Currently, they rank dead last in the league in team batting average and, perhaps more importantly, runs scored. As one of the coaches told me, the entire organization is pulling their hair out trying to figure out how to put a more potent lineup on the field, but that's not something that changes overnight. He said it's going to be a process to become the team we want to be, but we're willing to do the hard work that it's going to take to get there.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now to the plate, Robbie Franks. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Acuna giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination, coming to get him some.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Alejandro Cortez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Camargo will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. First pitch coming, here it is. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Full count, 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Line toward right center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling. Making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Job well done.
Here's Ender Inciarte, and he fouls this one off. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Line towards center field. That's in there, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Number 5.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, Freddie Freeman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Sliced hard down the left field line, and this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. He pulls into third safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Now batting, left fielder.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night. And that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Stepping in now, Ronald Acuna pulls this one in the air out to left. Cortez is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Stepping into the box, Johan Camargo, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1.
Here it comes, 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now the 2-0. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
The 3-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 1-1 lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 swing, and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right, and that's a fair ball, and they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Tyler. Wow.
Digging in, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Three and 0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. He swung on and missed. A full count now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And he will make it back to third safely, as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. The 1-2 pitch. And that misses 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
4 runs here in this half inning. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. Full count still. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Foltynewicz. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Fouled away. Albies on third. Flowers on second. Swanson at first. 1 gone. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in to Frazier at the bag. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Into the box now, Gorkys Hernandez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Into the box, Adam Frazier. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. No runs, no hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Neil Walker. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Count 1-0.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One and 1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They trail in this one 11-0. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte.
The center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the harder to plate way too often.
Behind 0-2 now. And he misses there. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last 2 were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Cortez is going to get there, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Ready once again, Nick Markakis. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. A ball and a strike now. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Markakis ahead with a 3-1 count here. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. One out, nobody on. And this misses to Markakis. It's ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Freddie Freeman. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Ready with the 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Franks is there. 2 gone. Stepping up now, Ronald Acuna. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Down and away, ball 1. Markakis, the runner at first with 2 gone. To 1-2 now. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Shot toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Not able to make a play, though, and now they'll be men at first and second with nobody out.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop, Johan Camargo.
So striding forward now, Johan Camargo. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a high strike there. 0-1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Outside at 94. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Count still full, 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Hit in the air to shallow center. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta, but they lead it 11-0.
You don't wanna push me too far. Stay low, baby, you was messing with the star, right?
Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. In now, Jorge Alfaro. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Slapped hard the opposite way, and the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So striding in, Brian Anderson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. In there for strike 1, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's fouled away. Anderson has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
Standing in, Miguel Rojas. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Line towards center field. Inciarte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Robbie Frank.
Up next from Miami, Robbie Franks. From the belt, the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to count. Alfaro is off at first with 2 away. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The pitcher,
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Steve Pierce will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Number 25, Steve Pierce.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. In his career, Pierce brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. 0-1, here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Pierce is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They trail in this one 11-0. Austin Bryce gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Franks is going to get there. 1 out. Now at the plate, Tyler Flowers. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. 0-1 count, and the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Walker is there. 2 gone. Striding into the box, Dansby Swanson comes into this at bat 0-for-1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Swanson, a native of Georgia, is normally at shortstop, although they've got him playing third base here today.
Yeah, always one of my favorite things to do. You watch this guy today playing shortstop. You have time. There's rhythm. There's a timing to that position. Third base, man, step in and dive, reactionary position. You have to come get it, go back on it. A lot of different things. This is a fun player to watch today.
1 and 2.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 1-2 is laid off of down and in. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves, but they lead it 11-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Alejandro Cortez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Lays off. 2-2 now. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Good battle. Count remains full.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Hit in the air out to left field. Acuna's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
So digging in now, Gorkys Hernandez. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He went down on strikes last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Count even at 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box, Neil Walker. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Ball one. Line drive to center field. Inciarte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 11 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back to South Florida. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Stepping in for the Braves, Mike Foltynewicz, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Mike Foltynewicz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 catches the zone at the knees for a strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2. Three and 2 now. Heading out towards shallow right. Hernandez is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Hernandez ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Up high, 2-1 now. Too high that time, and it's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. And he pops him up back behind second base. Rojas backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the
first
box, Freddie Freeman. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Your attention,
Yeah,
please.
Matty B, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Zach Duke enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Standing in now, Ronald Acuna. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Camargo.
Stepping in now, Johan Camargo, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Now the 2-0. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And this will bang up against the wall. Acuna isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Digging in, Ozzie Albies, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
And he's back standing. In now, Tyler Flowers. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch. Albies stands at second with 2 gone. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now the 2-0. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the blowout continues. Drew Steckenrider comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
71. Drew Steckenrider. The third baseman, number 7.
Into the box now, Dansby Swanson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Braves lead this one 17-1. Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Alfaro. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The 1-2 takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throwing to second, and the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. No balls and a strike to count. No hits to this point. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. A runner at second, nobody out. Line drive to left. Acuna is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
The batter, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Ready now, Miguel Rojas. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
1-0 the count. Ready with the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Line toward right center, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. In to score, the runner from second.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Stepping in now, Robbie Franks, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a nod.
Jesse Biddle takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Number 63, Jesse Biddle. Now catching and batting 9, number 55, Rafi Lopez.
Standing in now, Drew Steckenrider, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Biddle features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Rojas over at second. Franks is over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, Alejandro Cortez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled off. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Acuna's there for it, and that ends the inning. Marlins forced to settle for one. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Braves on top 17-2. Coming to the plate now, Rafi Lopez, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Into the box, Ender Inciarte. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Franks has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away. One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. From the stretch. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Hit softly down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman. And he takes ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Coming to the plate now, Gorky Hernandez.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in the last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose.
Comes set and the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Biddle has racked up over 70 innings on the mound. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box now, Adam Frazier. Left side, but well foul. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A 1 pitch on its way. And there's ball 1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Two and 2 to Adam Frazier. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Neil Walker will be next. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but this one will bend foul.
Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
Another payoff pitch pulled high in the air out to right field. Markakis has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Here he comes on 2-0. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
The catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
So far 2 for 3 in this one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. Brian Anderson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Walker leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Takes this the other way to right. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Marlins leave 1, and as you can see, they are way behind. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ronald Acuna. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Now here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Stepping in, Johan Camargo. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
The 0-1 delivery. On the ground is short. This could be 2 to Frazier at the bag. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
In now, Ozzie Albies, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 1 for 5. Comes set with the 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves go down quietly, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Miguel Rojas is on deck. Full count. Here it comes. Drilled to the left side, and that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. Strike one to start the at-bat. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Anderson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball one.
1-2.
Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis has a read on it. 1 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robbie Franks. First delivery to him on the way, and he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And that misses. 1-1. Very high. 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now this is the way you want to start off the series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
James McCann will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 33, James McCann.
In there. 0-1.
0-1.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
1-0.
A ball and 2 strikes now. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Second and third here, 1 man out. In the air to straightaway center field.
Chasing after it is Inciarte.
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner from third crosses the plate. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Alejandro Cortez. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. The 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Miami down to their last strike. Swinging a soft liner, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
17-3 tonight. The Braves were on fire with the bats and ended up with 19 hits total. Mike Foltynewicz earns his team leading 11th win. Pablo Lopez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.